Hey, Chelsea Amber here from Christian Guitar Girls. And first off, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who sent encouraging words and prayers. Some of you may know that I was in the hospital last month. And so I appreciate the community and how you guys have been very kind to me. And the good news is that baby girl is still in her room. I did not I did not go into preterm labor. We were able to get that under control. So, woohoo! So, thank you for your prayers and your encouraging words. All right, so moving on to the latest CGG challenge. I thought I would do kind of a combo of some encouraging words with a challenge. So, first, the encouraging word. I don't know if you've noticed, but the world is a little crazy right now. And if you're like me, I admit I've been feeling kind of overwhelmed by it all, just everything. And I don't even need to go into detail about everything that's going on, but there's just a lot going on. And so I was thinking about a couple truths that we can hang on to in the midst of it. And so this is just as much for me as for you if you're also feeling overwhelmed. So the first truth that we can hang on to is that God is on the throne. He's still in control. He isn't pacing the floors of heaven asking, what am I going to do? So I find great comfort in that and just reminding myself of God's power and his sovereignty and his greatness, how massive he is, greater than any circumstance, no matter how big it feels. And the second truth is that God ordained for us to be alive at such a time as this. He knew that we were going to be alive at this time. He knew all the things that were going to go on in the world. And he ordained for us to be alive at this time. And I'm thinking about the book of Esther, with everything that was going on with the children of Israel and, facing possible execution. And, God wasn't panicking when everyone else was. And he knew that Esther was going to be alive during that time in history, and he used her life to make a huge impact and change history. So if God ordained for us to be alive during this time, then we can trust him that he will direct our paths as we follow close to his word. So I just want to remind you of those two truths. And the CGG challenge for this month is going to be to just spend some time in worship with a song that reminds you of one or both of those truths. One song for me that helps me to refocus on those truths is the song God, I Look to You by Bethel. I just find for me, I've been listening to that, and that's been kind of helping me to come back to the truth of God's word and who he is. And so I'd love to know what songs do that for you. What songs remind you of God's goodness, his greatness? What songs remind you of his sovereignty, that, he's still in control, that we can trust him, that he has a purpose for our life, stuff like that. I'd love to know in the comments. And if you would like to make a video and post it in our group, that would be really great. I would love to hear you sing and play songs that, speak out truth, the truth of who God is in the midst of our circumstances. And if you do end up posting in the Facebook group with a video, make sure that you put a hashtag CGG challenge. And if it's on social media, on Instagram, you can tag us at Christian Guitar Girls so that we can make sure that we see it. And if you are a female guitar player who would love to connect with our community, then definitely join our Facebook group. I'll leave a link in the comments so that you can join us. All right, so that's it. God bless.